Good afternoon to all of you. So I hope you are doing well. I'll just check whether it is live or not in my mobile. So yeah, good afternoon to all of you. So as you know, today is a business quiz. So we'll be discussing some questions on business, and of course, I'll be discussing some features of that also. And as I always suggest that you need to do it every day, right? So I'm just initiating the process. You need to do it every day. So maybe Economic Times, Business India, etc., etc. All those different websites you can go and you can study all those things. Okay. All right. So let's start. All right. So before I start, I'll urge all of you to like, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to click on the bell icon. So if you click on the bell icon, so you'll get information of my further sessions. All right. All right. So these are all recent batches which just started. 16th October for IIFT one batch started, and then 2022 one batch starting on 20th, and this is for 2021. The discussion of good questions, right? So this will be on 20th October, and I am taking, as you can see my photograph, I am taking LRDI. So my class will be starting from tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. every day. Monday to Friday, every day the class will be there. And I'll be discussing most important 50 CAT questions. Okay, so this is details with respect to CAT and OMET for 6 months program. If you are targeting for 2021, this is iconic description of iconic subscription. This is with respect to mock test, right? And then discussion of mock test. And if you want to write scholarship test, so you can enroll with my code. My code is PRAY10. PRAY10 is the code. So you can use the code and you can enroll. There is one important feature available apart from your normal classes and interaction with the faculty educators. Uh, there is a feature of Ask a Doubt at Unacademy app, right? So this feature is very important in the sense if in your app the feature helps you to raise your query. So what you need to do is you just take a picture of the uh, question, or you can crop that, or you can go for a highlight of the question and then you send, right? So when you send it, you get almost instantly the reply. So this is how it is. Okay. So this is a very interesting and important feature. All right. Okay. So let's start. So here you go. The first question. Ways and means is a load of advances provided by the RBI to whom? Ways and means. So ways and means actually this is a feature of RBI which actually gives advances. The advances to whom? There are four options: central government, banks, state governments, and NABARD. NABARD is also a bank. So as you know, RBI is Reserve Bank of India. You can write the answer in the chat box. None of you? So the term is ways and means. WAM is the term, right? And in this, it gives loan. The RBI gives loan to some entities and organization, you can say, ways and means. So what is the scheme, right? And the scheme is ways and means, and this under this scheme, RBI gives advances, and these advances are given to state governments. So these are given to state governments, right? So what happens is, if state government is having shortfall of cash or shortfall of capital in that way, they can ask RBI through ways and means to have give some advances. And the feature says that the state government has to return within 90 days. So it's not a free. So you have to return also. It's not that it will be given and given, right? So that is how it is. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the next one. Which technology company has launched creator education program in India? So the program is creator education program. So options are Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Google. You can write the answer in the chat box. No one? So the program is Creator Education. All right. So the answer is Facebook. So Facebook is the company which has launched Creator Education program in India. All right. So a little bit of details of that. Technology major Facebook launched is its largest creator education and enablement program in India, named Born on Instagram. The program includes e-learning course aimed at encouraging, educating, and enabling creators. Fine. So that is how it is. So that means the program includes e-learning course. That's the one thing, and it actually encourages the aspirants, educating the aspirants, and enabling the creators. So they are supposed to create something. Fine. So those kind of things. This program was originally launched in 2019. It focuses on content creators who drive more users, viewers, and commerce across different platforms. So this is basically the content creator, and this was launched in 2019. The program will also provide live master classes with experts, latest information on trends, product updates, and challenges. Fine. So you can see that this course gives a lot of information and a lot of knowledge. It gives latest information on trends. It talks about products, updates, and then challenges. All right. So this is what the content. You can say that the program was creator education program, and this is how the program is being described. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. In which year UPI was launched by the NPCI in India? So UPI is unified payment interface, right? As you know, I believe, right? For online payment, you use that UPI, right? And this is National Payments Corporation of India, right? So UPI was launched by NPCI. but it is in which year? That's what the question is. You can write the answer in the chat box. All right. So let's look at the answer. The answer is 2016. So UPI was launched in 2016 by NPCI. So let's have a little bit of information about the whole thing. So UPI is what? UPI is Unified Payments Interface. And then I believe all of you know that when you go for, say, payment, online payment through Google Pay or Phone Pay and all those, now what you can find is if you go to a shop, you'll be finding uh, you can scan and it says that it is UPI, so Unified uh, Payment Interface. So from any interface, you can pay there, right? So you can go for Veeam, you can go for Google Pay, you can go for Paytm, and so on, so right? Now, Unified Payment Interface is a system operated by NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, which permits multiple bank accounts to be operated in a single application. So, actually, from your bank account, it is being transferred. It is being actually paid or transferred, right, through UPI, right? And it says that UPI can be connected with multiple banks or bank accounts of yourself. It was launched by NPCI in the year 2016. UPI is in the news recently, right? So that is why I have put this question that UPI is in news, right? Why it is in news? Because it has so far from 2016, this is the first month where it has got the maximum number of transaction and maximum value of transaction, right? So that is why it is in news, as it has registered 3.65 billion transaction worth rupees 6.5 trillion rupees in the month of September 2021 alone. So this is in this September 2021, number of transaction is 3.65 billion and the amount is rupees 6.5 trillion, right? And which is an all-time high since inception, both in terms of volume and value. Volume is number of transaction and value is rupees 6.5 trillion. All right. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So the question is, as per RBI means Reserve Bank of India, Additional Factor Authentication AFA by OTP. OTP is one time password for all recurring transaction above rupees. How much is mandated? So RBI has actually mandated an amount of recurring transaction to be authenticated by OTP. So the amount is, the options are rupees 2,000, rupees 5,000, rupees 10,000, and rupees 15,000. You can write the answer in the chat box. No, it's not C. 1 2 a.m. C is not correct. I believe C is not correct. Anyone else? C is actually rupees 5,000. So option B, right? So that means for rupees 5,000 and above, that there will be an OTP authentication. So please remember there are certain things. One is additional factor authentication. It is denoted by AFA. If you log into your bank account, they ask for AFA also at times. And then OTP is one-time password. So this is there. So if there is a recurring transaction, which is 5,000 or more, you need this thing. Okay, Akash. Your name is not visible over there as Akash. That is why. Okay, I'll call you as Akash only. Thank you. All right. Now, let's see a little bit of information about that. So have a look on this. The Reserve Bank of India, that's RBI, has mandated all banks to make additional factor authentication (AFA) by way of OTP. OTP means one-time password for all recurring of repetitive means recurring payments of value rupees 5,000 and above. So RBI has asked the banks for additional uh, authentication through OTP, right? So recurring means it is not that it will be deducted from the account. It should be through OTP so that the owner or the person whose bank accounts from where the money is being paid, he or she should know, especially for the ones made through credit and debit cards. Okay. Now, this is actually started from 1st October 2021. Okay. This has come into effect from 1st October 2021. Right. And then there's another feature is also being told over here that RBI has also mandated that customers are notified about the scheduled payment 24 hours in advance by the bank. That means if there is a repetitive payment, one is 24 hours before 24 hours of the payment, the customer has to get information that yes, it is being deducted. That's the first thing. Second thing is that there will be an OTP or one-time password transaction system, right? So if it is above 5,000. So if it is below 5,000, so there'll be no OTP validation. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the next question. Which social media company launched a set of publishing and subscription tools named Bulletin? The options are Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat. Yes, Akash. Which social media company launched a set of publishing and subscription tools named Bulletin? Publishing and subscription tool, and the name of the tool is Bulletin. You can write the answer in the chat box. All right. So anyone? So the answer is Facebook. So Facebook has launched. No, Akash, it is not Snapchat. It is Facebook. Fine. So Facebook has launched this bulletin and publishing and subscription tool, right? So let me detail out a little bit on this. So let's go for a little bit of the details of this. Social media giant Facebook has announced a set of publishing and subscription tools named Bulletin, aimed to promote independent writers in the US. Bulletin will include support focused on creation of content, monetization, and audience growth. So this will actually go for content creation, and of course, if you are offering some content, so the monetization part is also there, as well as the growth audience will be increasing. So your followers basically. will be increasing. It also aims to integrate its existing tool to support writing and audio content from podcasts to live audio rooms in one place. Right. So it is actually talking about, it's actually going for writing as well as other things. Okay. I hope it's all right. Now let's go to another one. Vinay Prakash has been appointed as the Resident Grievance Officer, RGO, for India by which social networking company? The options are WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You can write the answer in the chat box. All right. So the answer is Twitter. And what is this all about? Resident Grievance Officer. So if there are grievance, so someone is responsible in India to handle that. Okay. So basically, Twitter is having a lot of grievance and a lot of questions, a lot of things. They block someone if you write something, and then they are blocking or not blocking. So people are asking to block someone. People are asking to unblock someone. Right. So there are a lot of things. Right. So here the answer is Twitter. Okay. So, let's have a little bit of information on this. The US-based social networking major Twitter has appointed Vinay Prakash as its resident grievance officer for India, amidst the ongoing tussle between the government of India and Twitter. So, as you know that there is a tussle. Recently, there is a tussle with government of India and Twitter, and just to take care of all those things, the resident grievance officer is appointed. The firms also published a transparency report which describes the user complaint status in India between 26th May 2021 to 25th June 2021. So they have published a report with respect to the complaints and what is the status of those complaints. Complaints are taken care or not, and so and so. Okay. So here we go to the next question. Google Pay has announced cards tokenization feature in collaboration with which payments major? The options are Visa, Mastercard, Rupay, and NPCI. NPCI, we know we have just discussed a little while ago. So you can write the answer in the chat box. No. Okay. So the answer is Visa. So Google Pay has announced card tokenization feature in collaboration with Visa. Okay. So let's have a little bit of information on this. Google Pay has collaborated with Visa and has announced to expand its cards tokenization feature. This feature would enable users to make debit or credit card payments in a secure mode using a digital token attached to their phone. So in India, card tokenization feature for Google Pay has been on boarded to Kotak Mahindra Bank, SBI, State Bank of India, Axis Bank, Indusind Bank, Federal Bank, etc. So with this bank, it is already there. Yes, A is the answer, Akash. Very good. Okay. So we have more questions. So just hang on. We have more questions. So far, if you have liked the session, so please like, share, and subscribe. And please click on the bell icon. So a little bit of details about my YouTube sessions. So have a look on this. My YouTube sessions happens on every day 12:30. Every day means Monday to Friday. And previous year CAT QA questions I discuss in Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Wednesday is business quiz. You are into this class. And every Friday there will be a current affairs quiz. Okay. So business quiz and current affairs quiz will be helping you to improve your personality as well as apart from CAT in all other exams, they ask business quiz and current affairs, right? And of course, CAT is coming up. CAT is knocking at the door. So previous year CAT QA questions, how to handle, right? So we'll be discussing over here. So every day 12:30, you can join me. Okay. So these are some special classes. These are special classes or free classes at Unacademy, right? So at 4:30 and 3 p.m. These are topics which are being discussed, and you can. These are all plus classes. I've got more plus classes. Tomorrow I'll inform over here. So what you need to do over here is you need to understand is that if you want to get a plus subscription or iconic subscription, you can use my code. My code is PRAY10, PRAY10. Okay, Akash. Right. So see you every day then. All right. So now we'll have more questions. So let's go to the next one. Mastercard has announced a strategic equity investment in which Indian platform to support MSMEs and gig workers. Instamojo, Razorpay, CC Avenue, and PayU. So you can write the answer in the chat box. MSME is micro, small, medium enterprises. And gig workers are those workers who are contract workers who are not who actually is not a part of permanent worker. And in the service sector, they take up contracts and they finish the job. And it is something like that. Gig workers uh, are comfortable with whenever they want to work and accordingly they can work. They are basically contract workers. Okay, so your answer is Instamojo. Instamojo is the answer. No, it's not D, it is Instamojo. All right, so Instamojo is the answer. So Mastercard has announced a strategic equity investment in Instamojo to support MSMEs and gig workers. The investment will provide solutions to set up online stores equipped with digital payments, acceptance capabilities, and reach out to customers. Instamojo helps small merchants create a platform to quickly set up an e-commerce business. So basically, it says that to set up an e-commerce business, this process will be helping, right? So Mastercard is carrying on with that. Okay. All right. So here you go. The next question. One state government announces electricity subsidy over rupees 20,700 crore. Name the state. So recently, the chief minister of the state has announced this that there will be electricity subsidy over rupees 20,700 crore. What is the name of the state? West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. You can write the answer in the chat box. Yes, Shuk Charan Kar. You can write the answer. All right. So the answer is Madhya Pradesh, MP. All right. Now, this is what the information is. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Chauhan, Shivraj Singh Chauhan rather. Right. This is C, Madhya Pradesh. Absolutely correct. Very good. Very good, Shucharan, Kaur, Ashish. So, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced a subsidy of over rupees 20,700 crore on electricity with an aim. So there is an aim for this also. Why it is given? With an aim to provide cheap electricity to farmers and domestic consumers. So basically, it is to be given to farmers and of course domestic consumers, not the industrial consumers. Okay. All right. Okay. So thank you very much for joining the session, and please leave your comments in the chat box so that it will help me to motivate, or it will help me to improve, right? And please don't forget to click on the bell icon. All right. So thank you very much for joining the session. Bye bye. Tomorrow will be it will be a session on CAT previous year CAT QA questions discussion. Okay. So tomorrow 12:30. See you. All right. Bye bye. Welcome, Ashish.